Tuva here, lovely to see you back again. This week I'm doing a video about automatic writing, but also how we get into the state where we will do this. Now, a lot of people think automatic writing is something that spiritualists and people like that do. It can be done for us as well. We can use it to actually communicate with our deities. So we get answers in our writing, which is something you can keep. It is something that takes time to learn though, and it is also good to get yourself into a trance-like state. Once you can do it without thinking about what you're doing, you will get answers, you will get connection. But you have to A, make your intent known. B, make sure that you are in the right frame of mind. C, be protected. D, be open. E, don't block what you're trying to do. It is human nature to block what we're doing without even knowing. So that is why you have to make sure you actually get into a proper meditative or trance-like state. Some people use hypnosis, some people just use meditations, and other people use trance. In the pathway that I'm on, trance comes to me easy. Now, the way to do that, guys, is to sit comfortably in loose clothing, knowing that you're not going to be disturbed. To get yourself into a position where your back is straight, your head is up, and your feet flat on the floor. This is the first part. You will hold your pen later. Anything will do for this, and I have a book, just a normal book with pages. I like to keep it in a book because it's something that you can keep and you can look back on, and it makes it more, I like to do things this way anyway. You put your book there ready and just a normal pen. The other point I'd like to make is, if you're right-handed, try holding the pen in your left hand, because automatic writing isn't done by you. It is done by the deity that you are contacting. So it's them that's writing. So when you get to do it and it works, you will actually notice that the writing isn't anything like your writing. It's their writing. And that in some ways confirms you are linking then with a spiritual being that is real, and that can be very enlightening to people that thought they believed that, but until it actually happens, they don't know for sure. Once you have made that contact and you are getting answers to your questions, you know that it is real, and that adds to your path that you are walking upon. It is something that you cannot disbelieve anymore. Opens up lots of avenues for you to try other things. So, what do we need to do? Well, on my altar I have the book, the pen, and I lit a candle. I want to contact my deity, which is Freya. The idea behind automatic writing is that you write your question upon the page. You meditate, make your intent known as to who it is you want to be contacted. So you need to begin with opening up your main chakra in your crown, because that is where the information is going to come from. And then open up your heart, for that is where you will perceive the feelings that come with it. And then making sure that you are grounded also and protected. So you do your own form of protection first. You then open up your crown. You then open up your heart. You then visualize your hands being connected also. For in the center of your hands are also chakras. You can see that as lights, but I like to see it as just my fingers glowing. And then when you get to that stage where you are so relaxed, for as you do your deep breathing, what I've taught you before, guys, which is to breathe in through the nose, hold for the count of 4, and then release through your mouth. When you're doing that, you relax different parts of your body till you no longer feel them. Trance is where you actually get into the stage where you are not there. You are not physically able to see around you or feel anything around you. For you need to be in that state to let the pen do the writing. If you're not, then you're going to be thinking what to write. It is human nature. It is impossible to not do that when you're aware. So you need to be unaware what that pen is doing. We're going to start with getting ourselves into that state. So what you want to do, guys, is sit comfortably in your seat. You've got everything ready. You've got your book and your pen and your candles are light. And then you need to take a deep breath in through the nose, holding your arms lightly, sitting with a straight back. What you have to remember, guys, is that you are actually an antenna. This antenna is going to draw in through your crown, which means you need to have a straight back. For an antenna isn't like that. If your antenna is bent, you're not going to get any messages. So it's just as comfortable as if you were slumped. Because at the end of the day, guys, you are what you pronounce yourself as. And when you can't feel it anymore, you are in that position. Trance is a lovely state to be in, for you are in a wonderful, relaxed position. Nothing to be frightened of. So what you need to do, guys, also is to not worry that you're going to get some bad spirit come in, because if you have the right intent, which is what I've told you to do in the beginning, if it's pure and positive, you will draw pure and positive. If it is negative, then you are likely to draw negative. So you need to be in that right frame of mind. So if you're depressed or anything like that, it's not the right thing to be doing. You need to be physically able. Also, try to refrain from drinking or eating anything beforehand. You can eat and drink afterwards, but your body will then be open and vacant to allow Deity to enter into you to write, because that is exactly what they are going to be doing. You also have to get them to agree to want to be able to do that with you. So before you even start, before you even meditate, you need to seek their approval first. How do we do that, you say? Ask them. You can do it in different ways. You can say it out loud. You can think it. What I did when I started, I asked if it was their will that they would come through. Whatever question that I asked, that they would give me an answer. That way you know they want to do it with you. So you can only trial and error. You can also write it on your page when you start. Some don't want to, and they'll let you know. If they're okay with it, it will either be silent, or they will just come through, or they'll give you an idea of why they want to do it. You can communicate with those that have passed over. You can also communicate with your higher self, and you can communicate with helpers, ancestors, that sort of thing. But today I am wanting to make contact with Freya. And so what we then do next is to get ourselves into this state of mind. So if you're sitting in the way that I said earlier and you're relaxed, you start to breathe in through the nose on a count of 4. So hold for 4 and then out. And on the out breath, guys, start to relax parts of your body. So if we start at the bottom and think about our feet, how do you feel your feet today? Are they feeling stressed or are they tight? Just tighten them up and then release them. And then think no more about them. And then come up to your shins. Take deep breath in through the nose. Hold. And out through the mouth. And then you feel your shins, try to tense them and then release them. And now we come up slowly to the knees. And again, take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold and out through the mouth. Tense those knees up and then release them and relax. Coming up now to the thigh area. In through the nose. Hold and out through the mouth. Tense those thighs and then release and relax. Up now to the hip area. Take a deep breath in and then out and release, tensing before you do. You should now, guys, be feeling all that area that you've done very relaxed, almost numb. Just keep thinking nothing on those areas. Now come up to the stomach area. And again, take deep breath in through the nose. Hold and out through the mouth. Tense and release and relax. Up now to the heart and the chest area. In through the nose. Hold. Out through the mouth. Tensing all that area and releasing and relaxing. Up to the shoulders and the arms, both hands. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Out through the mouth. Tense all that area and then release. Up to the jaw. Breath in. Hold and out through the mouth. Tense and release. And then finally, the rest of your head. Breathe in through the nose. Hold and out through the mouth. And relax. Think nothing of your body, just how wonderful it feels to be so relaxed. And sit there, basking in this feeling. Any thoughts that come into your mind, just let them go and think nothing. Now, sitting like this for a few minutes, hold your pen. Don't be frightened to open your eyes, guys. You are in a relaxed state. Now, just relax your hand onto the page. Always start at the top. Now, what question you're going to ask, you can write it in the book. So I'm going to ask the question, Freya, is there anything I should know? Question mark. Okay, so you have wrote the question on here, and in your state now, just sit, keep relaxing, and just hold the pen on the page. Just relaxing your hand and your arm, and just think about Freya. Imagine Freya. Imagine her coming behind you, taking the pen, and then writing an answer. You have to be able to forget that you are actually writing. You have to let it do its own thing and not worry about your hand. You may sense things. Just let it go and just let whatever's going to happen, happen. Try not to guide the pen, just let it happen. And just think about Freya. Try not to take over, just let it do its own thing. Hail Freya, gracious goddess. Don't be tempted to look at it. Let the writing stop in its own time. I think it's finished. You feel that you can't write anymore, then you need to bring yourself back to reality. Like I've always said before, see yourself walking away from Freya, see yourself sitting on your chair, bring yourself to consciousness by wriggling your fingers and your toes, and then open your eyes. And when you've finished what you're doing, make sure you go and eat and drink something to ground yourself, for you have been in the presence and literally had that presence within you. It is trance, it is the spirit or the energy entering you. You need to ground to get yourself into the world again. And once you've done that, then we can check the book, check the writing that you may have received. And the strangest thing has appeared upon my page, and I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if you can see it. There. Now, you have to remember that they don't always write in words. Sometimes they write in shapes, hieroglyphics, symbols, all sorts. The fascinating thing about this is that it's been gone over a few times, and so I now need to analyze this because it could mean something. It is like a complete pattern that has been gone over. It is definitely some form of writing. That is how they work, and you will know when it stops because you just feel like a release. And so that is what she wanted to tell me. The question was, Freya, is there anything I should know? And then this symbol appeared. Try not to think of it as writing. I am looking at this, it looks very much like some form of symbolism. And so I'm going to, I don't know. I will get clarification because that's how I work with her. Now, so what I would now do is say, Freya, you have actually shown me that you are prepared to work with me in automatic writing. Is this symbol something I can decipher, or is it just you acknowledging that you're willing to work with me via the writing? And just sit, relax, and try to see her in your mind's eye, and things will come to you. Okay, right, so she's telling me the symbolism is her signature as such. It's basically showing the bird, the feather. It's showing a line of consistency. I'm being told by Freya it's her signature. That is how she wanted to sign that paper, an approval for what I'm trying to achieve with her. In future, when I do it again, I'll probably get writing, but that today is her signature. Now, for those who are very cynical, they might say, well, that just looks like squiggles on a page. As I said to you at the beginning, you have to be open. You have to see the bigger picture, and you will only know that that is what she said is true is if you keep doing it. And that is what I intend to do. Sit with her maybe once a week and see what I can get. And I will show you at a later date how I'm getting on, and I hope you try it as well, guys, because it's interesting and it's another way to communicate with your deities, another way for you to show it is actually real, that it is actually true. I hope you have a go. It's really good. So I'm going to leave it there today, but I did want to say thank you so much to all those who have subscribed to my channel, for I have reached my mark that I was waiting to get to, and I have had communication from YouTube congratulating me on reaching 500 subscribers. Because of you guys, I have received that, and I am thrilled. The channel will now be able to progress, and I'm really pleased about that. So thank you so much. I appreciate it immensely. I thought it would be a nice quick video today just to show you how to go about doing this, and you can start to do practice in different ways. I'm hoping that I will do different aspects on how you can communicate in the near future. I have many different projects in my mind as to what I'm going to be doing next, and hopefully they will be really interesting for you. To any new subscribers, thank you so much. To those that are popping through, think about subscribing and hitting that notification button. And to those that are always there for me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Without you guys, it wouldn't be worthwhile. So, wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. I love you guys. House of Alang.